Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. So I've got a bit more work to do on the pond today, and I thought I'd give you an update on how the ozone generator is going. To be honest, it's been a little bit weird. I've got well, I made a bit of a mistake, a bit of a boo-boo last week. My KH was quite low in the pond, so I dumped a load of bicarb into the filter, and unfortunately it mixed with, well, I take it was the clover leaf that had filtered out of the pond and gone into the filter, and it mixed with that and it dumped it all back in the pond. So yeah, the pond went as cloudy as hell, but it's cleared up a bit now. But I've got to clean out the filters, and with the amount of, as I say, the amount of rubbish that come out of that filter, I'm going to clean the actual filter out. So that's going to take a bit of time to do. But the ozone's a bit weird. It fluctuates all over the place. It started at 200 and, was it 209? 219, one of them. Now, if I run it, I'm getting 154 in the pond at the moment, which is really poor. So I've got no idea whatsoever. But the pond's clearing. It's doing its job. Let me take you through and I'll show you. 1 second. There we go. There's the pond. And as you say, it's clearing it, and the fish, their appetite has been through the roof, doing really well. I have noticed that Big Mama has got a scrape down her gill plate. I don't know how she's managed to do that, because everything that can put a scrape on them, or that could damage them, is covered up. So I've no idea how she's managed to do that. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. But yes, apart from the amount of mess that I put in there, which again was my own fault, it's not doing bad. It's not quite as clear as it should be at the moment, but we're getting there. And as I say, compared to last week, it was like mud because of that stupid mistake I made. Never mind. So if we look at the pre-filter, don't know how well you will see that, it's in a bit of a dark there. Oh, look at the muck that's in there. So that's obviously doing something. Some of the algae's dying off. Yeah, that's pretty full. Yeah, I'm filming this on the little ZVE10. We've got the Spitfire flying around at the moment, and it's been filmed by a helicopter. So I was trying to get some footage of that, but it's not very easy with the clouds that are up in the sky and whatnot, and how fast they move. It's not very easy. But if I do get you a bit of footage, I'll show you. I've booked to go to Duxford on my holiday, my birthday, sorry. So 2nd of June we're going up to Duxford, so that should be good. See if I can get some more footage while I'm up there. See if I can actually get some video of the planes flying instead of just the photos. But as I say, with Duxford, the spectator side is the wrong side of the runway, really. Oh, excuse me. You're pointing the camera towards the south all the time, and that, of course, is where the sun is. So, yeah, not always very good. So I'm listening to a load of blue tits. We've got a load of blue tits in the tree. I take it they're babies. I had one virtually fly into me just now. Yeah, they must just be fledging. Got more problems with the car, typical. You know, I spent all that money last month. Now I've got it gone again, and it's the wheel speed sensor. But you get one thing go wrong and it throws up so many faults, and you can't read them on a code reader, which I thought was actually against the OBD2 agreement. I thought all faults had to be read and had to be common, but no, you can't read them without specialised equipment. So I had to take it into the garage again, get them to read it. So that was another, what they charged me this time, 60 quid I think it was, to read the faults. And then another 300 quid on top to do the repair, providing they don't find anything else wrong. I tell you what, I know I'm getting a lot of trouble going wrong with it at the moment, but I've had the car, what, 7.5 years, something like that. And this is the first lot of trouble I've had with it. So I suppose I can't really grumble too much. It's just annoying at the moment and costing me a bloody fortune. But I still don't like modern cars where you can't do anything with them. You can't get any manual, like workshop manual, you just can't get them. From what I understand, what I was told was Peugeot refused to release the data to enable companies like Haynes to produce a manual. And as for the codes, I don't understand that at all. So I thought I thought the ODB agreement was that all cars would read the same, have the same connectors, so you could put the same code readers on. But no, you can't. So, is what it is, I suppose. I've had some good news with work. I'm getting quite a massive pay increase. The bad news is it's looking like the contract's ending, so I'll be out of work. Couldn't make it up, could you? So looks like I might be looking for another job. What I'd really love to do is do this full time, but I just don't get enough views, enough watch time or anything else. Whether that would change if I put more videos out, I don't know. The trouble is, to do it with no funds behind you is a big step. You're taking a huge gamble. But I would love to do this full time, making videos, even if it's just me waffling, you know. It's I just enjoy the process. Right, I'm going to shut this off for a minute. I'm going to crack on and get these filters cleaned. When I dig the other one out, I might show you. I think you've seen it before. I think I did a video of it last year or year before, showing you how I have to clean out the big sump filters and whatnot. The good thing is I don't have to do it very often. The bad thing is it's a pain in the arse to do it. I have got an Easy Pod sitting around the side that I bought last year. Dave from Koi Karma, he got it for me. But I've got to renew all the air pipes inside. They've all come apart and whatnot, and it needs a good clean out. It needs the return to the pond pipe sorting out. So it's got a bit of work to be done on it, so it's not a quick, simple changeover. But I will get around to doing that eventually. So, right, I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to shut up for a minute and get on and do these filters, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, that's the filters cleaned. I didn't film it. It was a bit too awkward round there trying to clean it. I only did a half clean on the sump filter. Basically I stirred it up and flushed it through a couple of times. What I was doing in the past was actually taking them out and putting them into a bucket and cleaning them that way, but that would have took too long. So as I say, I've stirred it up, flushed it through a couple of times, and done that. I've also changed the air pumps round. So the air pump that I use for doing the upflows, for cleaning those, I'm now using that for the ozone generator. I don't know if you remember me saying that I'm having problems with air getting into the system. What I think it was, if we spin you around, you won't be able to see the bottom, but I'll spin you around and show you. Right, if we look at that, you can see the air coming up from the bottom drain. What I think was happening was the air was under too low a pressure. So instead of forcing the air out and up, it wasn't, it was forcing the air out, but then there was that much power going through the bottom drain, so much suction going through there, that it was actually sucking the bubbles back into it. So I've changed it over and I'm putting a lot more air through that. It's got a pump all on its own, one of the Jacob 45 pumps, which is what I use all the time. So I've put that on the ozone generator on its own, so I've got that running through there, so that's of course forcing a lot more air through. And I've got the other pump just running that little air stone over in the corner. You should be able to see it. So that's how I'm trying it at the moment, and we'll see what happens. Because if it isn't that that's doing it, and I'm reasonably sure it is, but if it isn't that that's doing it, then there's a leak somewhere on the pipes and it's sucking air into the pipes. I would like to change the system over to rigid pipes anyhow, but at the moment I just ain't got the money to do it. And so I've got more trouble with the car, so I've got to take that back in on Tuesday. And I'm hoping they don't find anything other than what they've quoted for, which is a wheel speed sensor. That's costing me 360 quid. That's on top of the 1,400 and whatever it was, 1,477 pounds that I paid last time. So over the last couple of months it's cost me nearly 2 grand. Well, it is 2 grand. What am I talking about? It's not 2 grand, it's 1,700 and something. I can't do maths now. But they are looking sweet in there. And Kajaku. There. As I say, the only thing is I've got, Big Mama's got a mark on her gill plate. If she turns around you might be able to see it. Yeah, let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit, hang on. Yeah, we'll zoom it in. And if she turns round, too much ripple there. Can you see the mark on her gill plate? Yeah, it's just like a graze. So she's obviously rubbed herself against something. Yeah. Bit of a nuisance. I'll have to keep an eye on that. If it's looks like it's not healing properly, then I'll have to take her out and treat her. Which I really don't want to do because she's a big bugger and hard to get out. Yeah, so we'll give her a little while, just keep an eye on it and see how it goes. So as you probably noticed, while I had the camera around the other way, I'm topping the pond up. I did use a hell of a lot of water out of the pond while I was doing that filter clean. Hopefully it'll make a difference and I won't have any more cloudy water in there. But we'll see. As I say, we cleaned everything out, so cleaned the pre-filters, which I showed you, cleaned the skimmer, that was full, and cleaned the upflows and the static filter that I've got. I didn't clean the shower out, shouldn't need to do that, that should be okay. But I did change the filter floss and whatnot in there, so it's all running sweet now. Tomorrow I'm off down to see Ron again. I'm going to do a bit of work on his filter, so I will do some video down there, and I'll take one of these cameras with me, either this one or the big Canon. We'll see if we can get some proper footage of his robin. Might even get some footage of the other birds and whatnot in the garden. But we'll see how it goes. But I'll take them with me anyhow, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I said it a while ago, but I've got in my mind of doing a series of videos that might be interesting, might not, but we'll see. Would be nice to get them started so we can actually see whether you like them or not, see how popular they are. But I think that'd be quite interesting. Gives us an opportunity to get to know the people behind the cameras. Right, I'm going to stop recording now, get this finished up. I've got the goldfish tank to clean as well, because that's getting a bit mucky, but I can't do that at the moment because the wife's around there doing some plants, so I'll have to wait a minute for that. Perfect opportunity for me to get a pot noodle. There's something to eat. So I'll leave it there for now. Hope that wasn't too boring for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.